Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Man warns women and gives them some pretty good advice. He says, don't dishonor a man's vulnerability. I'm curious to know you guys' thoughts, particularly the men, in my comment section down below. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Can I share a secret with you guys?
Mm-hmm. Please.
From a man's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter if you've been with a man 3 months, 6 months, 5 years, or 15. You have one opportunity with a man to dishonor his vulnerability. And he will never look at you the same. He may act like it. He may walk around with a smile on his face. But on the inside, he's like, oh, no, I would never. He could be going through the worst thing. He'd be like, baby, how was your day? How many women on this panel right now have heard a man say, oh, it was good. I had a good day. It was all right. And on the inside, he's saying, yep, I went through a whole bunch of shit today, but I'm not telling you because I can't trust you with my vulnerability.
I thought that was very, 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 very deep. What do you guys think? I don't think women understand in a lot of cases just how difficult it is for a man to balance being emotionally strong, right? Being in control of your emotions, which you should be as a man, and also being vulnerable, aka just being honest in times when you know a man needs to be honest. Once in a while, man, you can share honesty, especially if you're in a relationship and dealing with the woman exclusively. There does come a time where you open up, and it matters that that woman does not use that information against you. And if she does, it's very, very hard for a man to trust that woman again going forward. Now, a lot of people had a lot to say about this particular video. We're going to check out these comments. Let's see what the people had to say. First comment here comes from a gentleman, and it reads, straight facts. He would rather die 10 times over than spill again. We are about loyalty. Almost 10,000 likes there on that comment. Someone else responded back to that guy and said, yep, once that trust is lost, all we know is that's who you are as a person, and the end date gets chiseled on the tombstone. Another person added to the comment section says, y'all don't know how true this is. One time, it's like a genetic failsafe. Does not matter who, spouse, family, or friends. Another person here says, my son had a seizure and I cried. My ex-wife just stared. Didn't even console me or anything. I never cried in front of her again. Yeah. That's a heartbreaking thing to go through. And you're his wife. You're just looking at him. Terrible, terrible thing to do in reaction to a man being vulnerable about his son. Next comment here from another man says, I can't imagine meeting a woman that I trust enough to be vulnerable with. That sounds crazy to me. Another person here says, happened to me this year. After opening up to her and then hearing the hurtful things she said to me, I didn't want to open up anymore. Yeah. A lot of guys end up realizing that a lot of women today will lie about this. They will say, be vulnerable. I want a man who's emotionally intelligent, who opens up. And a lot of guys believe that. But the truth is, like, in most cases, you're probably better off having a brotherhood, other male friends who you can talk to. You need somebody. You do need somebody. And usually it's your male friends, right? But there are moments in your life, like the guy who shared the son situation, having the seizure. That's a moment that you're just not going to be able to help yourself. Life gets hard. Life is real for everybody. And in those moments, you need a type of woman who understands, isn't going to make you feel like you're less than a man. It's important that a woman understands this. Next comment here from another person says, curious as to how many women are reading these comments. Sometimes we have a hard time opening up because we are aware of the inevitable. Another person here says, not gonna lie, I gotta end a relationship after that because I can no longer see her as my woman. Somebody else said, because you respect yourself, keep that crown in your head, king. Next, this gentleman says, I've learned it's better to just talk my problems with the fellas if you have that type of friends group. Guys, I don't read my comments beforehand. This is some great advice. You heard me say it before. My guy here backed it up. Yes, very true. This is why you need a friend group, or even if it's just one person. And if you don't have somebody like that, men overlook therapy, and I think that's something that needs to be talked about more often. It helps. Someone else responded back to that guy and said, I don't have that type of friend group. I literally have to handle everything alone. Seek therapy, my friend. Find somebody to talk to, right? Listen, guys, I know it's not easy to find somebody who you can vent to about problems, but put effort in that. Put effort in that. I know it's not easy, especially the older you get. Like, people get annoying. I get it. I get it. Trust me. But put some effort in that, man. It helps to have at least one person who you can talk to. Final comment here says, ex-wife once told me that my feelings were wrong and I wasn't saying them right. I don't think I'll ever open up to anyone ever again. It's not worth it. As always, gentlemen, curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.